Okay, let's unpack this. I mean, imagine trying to day trade the modern stock market, but your internet connection is, a screeching 1990s dial-up modem.
Yeah, that sounds painful.
Right. You're lagging. And by the time your trade actually goes through, the opportunity is just completely gone. And that is exactly how the multi-trillion-dollar wealth management industry has been handling your financial data.
Exactly.
But an April 2026 strategic memo we're diving into today reveals that era is finally ending. So welcome to today's deep dive, where our mission is to explore the death of screen scraping and the massive rise of autonomous AI data agents in wealth management.
Yeah, and the trigger for this is a really major market signal. I mean, Pello Companies recently acquiring ByAllAccounts, that move effectively marks the death of generalist data aggregation.
Oh, wow. So that whole era is just over.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
For years, the industry relied on screen scraping, which is, well, it's literally having a bot blindly read a client's bank webpage.
Right.
It's like a human looking through a window with binoculars. If the bank changes its font size or, moves a button, the whole system just breaks.
And installing a secure digital pipeline changes everything, I'd imagine.
Completely. If we connect this to the bigger picture, the regulatory driver behind that pipeline is CFPB Rule 1033.
Gotcha.
The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is mandating that large financial institutions provide secure direct API fabrics. So data aggregation is completely transforming.
Transforming how exactly?
Well, it used to be this proprietary moat, guarded by a few tech companies. Now it's becoming a utility-scale public right.
Wait, hold on. I have to push back there.
Sure.
If raw financial data is becoming a public right and suddenly every single advisor out there has instant perfect access to it, doesn't the competitive advantage completely disappear? I mean, if everyone has the exact same numbers, where is the edge?
That's a great point. But the friction point is no longer access to the data. It's the velocity and the utility of that data. Under the old screen scraping method, bots broke constantly.
Like all the time.
Right. Registered investment advisors, or RIAs, were spending massive amounts of time just trying to get accurate numbers.
Yeah, the memo mentions mid-sized RIAs waste something like 150 hours every single month manually fixing those broken data pipes. For you as a client, that means your advisor is spending their time doing digital plumbing instead of, well, actually managing your money.
Exactly. And worse than the wasted time is the latency. If an advisor doesn't have real-time, lot-level data across all your accounts, they miss out on 30 to 50 basis points of after-tax alpha for their high-net-worth clients.
Wow, that's a huge drop.
It is, because they simply can't execute intraday tax loss harvesting. They are basically waiting on yesterday's numbers.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Having that static scraped data is like using a GPS in your car that updates 2 days late. It is completely useless for navigating real-time markets because, you have already missed the turn.
Spot on. And now that Rule 1033 is providing zero latency data, humans literally cannot physically act on it fast enough.
Right, we just aren't wired for that speed.
We aren't. So the industry is pivoting to autonomous data agents that don't just fetch data, they actually reason with it.
Wait, fetching data is easy, but reasoning implies judgment. Are we just talking about basic IFIN automation, or are these agents actually interpreting ambiguous market conditions?
They are performing really complex interpretations. Take a liquidity agent, for example. Instead of a bot just downloading a monthly statement, a liquidity agent actively reads the API.
Okay.
It sees cash sitting uninvested in an external account, calculates the exact tax implication of moving it, and drafts a buy order to deploy that capital, all before the advisor even opens their laptop.
That completely changes the back office. That's wild.
It really is. We are also seeing reconciliation agents autonomously detect and repair mismatches between a custodian and an advisor system using zero-knowledge proofs.
Zero-knowledge proofs. Meaning what exactly?
That basically means the agent can mathematically verify that the account balances match without ever exposing the underlying sensitive client data.
Oh, so it's super secure.
Very. And it cuts back office overhead by over 80%.
So what does this all mean? Are human advisors simply going to end up taking orders from their liquidity agents? Like, hey, human, press this button now.
Kind of, yeah. The advisor's role shifts from a data gatherer to an orchestrator. Remember, data is now a commodity. Latency is the new alpha.
Right.
The winners won't be the ones holding the data. They will be the ones whose agentic orchestration layers act on it before the market or even the client notices the opportunity.
If competing firms' autonomous AI agents start battling in milliseconds to optimize the exact same global tax strategy for an ultra-high net worth portfolio, does human strategy even matter anymore? Or is the entire future of wealth management just an arms race of server speeds? Something for you to think about. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.